What's good, fam?
Man, what's going on, Uncle Bill? Or
Oh,
wait, I'm sorry. Is that? Wait a minute. Did Macho Man Randy Savage sit in for you tonight,
oh yeah, dig it.
dude?
Hey, shout out to the
First of all, rest in peace, the Hulkster, man. Gosh, that was rough, man. That was one of my childhood heroes. Yeah, shout out to the Hulkster. I hope he's hanging out with Randy Savage and Andre the Giant, and wherever they may be.
That's what's up, Johnny. Well, I am sorry to hear about the Hawks passing, but the show must go on.
And Ozzy Osbourne, of course.
And Ozzy.
Yeah,
And
dude, that one hurt too. That one
Theo
hurt too.
Huxtable.
We lost Malcolm Jamal Warner, man.
Theo
We lost
Huxtable the day
MJW.
before. Man. Okay, well, shout out to all of them. Rest in peace.
Absolutely. That's too many deaths in too short a time, man.
It's tragic. It really is. All right, well,
There went the 80s.
Let me introduce myself. My name is William, and let me welcome you to my channel. It's called William the Conqueror, or I can show you how to conquer the hearts and minds of women the world over. But gentlemen, you first have to have the ability to conquer yourself. I'm talking about self-discipline. Johnny, why don't you introduce yourself tonight?
Well, like Billy said, I am Johnny Dumbbell. I'm a personal trainer and life coach here in beautiful Pittsburgh, PA, where I finally got my bike fixed. I was 3 days on foot. It was horrible. But right now, right in this place, I'm here to show you and share with you, rather, my successes and mostly my failures when it comes to the kinds of things that young men typically fail at, which would be self-respect, self-confidence, good Lord, women and relationships, self-improvement. By that, I mean physical, mental, and spiritual. The fact of the matter is the kind of advice you're going to hear from us is based on the kind of screw ups that we've already endured in the first half of our lives. And believe me, we played a sloppy first half. As a matter of fact, we're basically the uncles that everyone in the family talks about. But if you give us a good if you give us a chance to have a good conversation, you can learn volumes from.
Hey, and shout out to the Monday show. Ask your favorite uncles. Hey, Johnny, I have tagged that so much. You can find us both on YouTube, both of our channels, by just typing in Ask Your Favorite Uncles. Again, shout out to us. Pretty proud of that. Okay, so Johnny, it's not Ask Your Favorite Uncles. It's Bumble tonight.
It's tell your favorite uncle whether to swipe left or right.
Yeah, I would love for you guys in the chat to get involved and tell me if I should be swiping left, swiping right, if you'd swipe on her, what your opinion of the profile is. Feel free to engage with us. We're also going to put up the call-in number shortly, so you can call in and ask questions about some of these profiles. Because, gentlemen, we do this for you to learn from. It's not for me to get a date. I have no problems getting dates on my own. Bumble, though, is a useful tool if you know how to use it. So that's what we do. Go ahead, Johnny.
Guys our age, we do it we do it in a way that modern generations wouldn't understand, which is like personal, verbal, face-to-face conversation, right?
Absolutely. My physical presence counts for so much with a woman. Look, but that's not what we're here to talk about tonight. Unless these gentlemen have specific questions about it, I don't want to get too far off track. Give me a second here. Let me preview our first profile.
As we must. We try to keep compromising. We keep compromising things out of the pictures. We don't want to see the faces of children. We don't want to see any of that stuff. We just want to see a young lady or, at least an eligible lady, and we'd like to know what she has to offer.
Exactly. All right, give me a second here. I'll get Bumble pulled up. All right, Johnny, I think I got it. Second.
That's all right. We got a little delay anyway.
Do we have a delay?
Well, on my monitor where I can see it on the big screen.
Okay. So, can you see Lauren?
I can now.
Okay. So, we have Lauren. She's 35. About Lauren. Hi there. I travel for work.
Bless that bitch.
Kids / between VA and NC. I love to do outdoor activities and try new places to eat. I recently became a cat mom and I work in the pet industry. Now, Johnny says she's 5'3", she's active, she rarely drinks, searching for a relationship. A few things about her. What's your take on the bio, Johnny?
First of all, congratulations to her for actually filling one out. The other thing too is I'm going to go ahead and say this sounds like yeah. This sounds like a girl who travels quite a bit, and to me, that says casual encounter. And hey, that could be a great, fun, casual encounter. I don't think that she's looking for anything serious. I think that with her traveling between the two states, North Carolina and Virginia, it looks like, if I remember my geography abbreviations correctly, it does seem, yeah, it does seem that she does a lot of moving around, and hey, that's great. I think that it's her kind of preemptively sort of subtly implying don't get too attached. But if I get attached, then you better get attached.
Well, okay. So here's what I don't like about it.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that's what it says to me.
What I don't like about it is the bio is basically saying that she's looking for something casual between Virginia and North Carolina. I'm not sure why she's popping up on my Ohio stuff, but she must be in Ohio currently.
Yeah, see, I mean, back when I did online dating, I really didn't like the way they did that because, you tell them within 25 or within 50-mile radius, and the next thing you know, you're getting stuff from Iowa. And you're like, where? Like I was in Ohio at the time.
Here's the thing with Bumble, Johnny. They have a travel mode. So, like, if I know I'm going to Atlanta, I could set my Bumble to the ATL zip code, any of them, 2-3 weeks ahead of time and start meeting and matching and vetting the women. So I have some dates lined up when I get to the ATL because I'm so ATL. I'm so ATL. All right. So what I don't like, says she's looking for a relationship, but everything about the bio says she wants something casual. So that's contradictory to me. So I wouldn't really call that a red flag, but now I'm on the lookout for inconsistencies.
Well, now I do see one consistency though. She's looking for casual and she does a lot of traveling. That to me is consistency. The only thing that is the odd factor out is
there's nothing. It doesn't say casual. It says she's looking for a relationship.
Oh, I see.
That's why I'm saying it's contradictory. The bio, between what she has here in the bio is saying to me, reading between the lines, subtleties, that she's looking for something casual connection, but she hasn't here. She's looking for a relationship. So let's see what else we got in here. My simple pleasures are sunsets and lazy Sundays. John, now, look, this is, for me, it's about compatibility. And I need a woman that's going to match my energy. And I don't know what it means to have a lazy day. Now, I do need to chill. I do need to relax a little bit. I go so hard for me and mine all the time. But taking lazy days and days off, I got too much I want to accomplish. I got too many things to do in my life. I don't have time to have a lazy day.
Well, Bill, let me paint a picture for you. Let me paint a picture for you, though. Let's say it's Sunday. Or any day of the week, but I like Sundays.
No, it's got to be Sunday.
Let's say it's Sunday.
6 days a week, bro.
Right. So let's say it's a Sunday, and she decides that the two of you just want to lay around the house in your respective underwear and enjoy a day, enjoy each other as many times as you would like. Okay, I think that's what a great lazy Sunday or a great lazy day off would be. So while you don't seem to, I mean, if you don't have the time for it, you don't have the time for it. And I would say swipe left. But if you do envision the ability to have an afternoon, whether it's wintertime, summertime, springtime, to spend either in or out on the patio with somebody, barely wearing any kind of clothing because you don't have anywhere to be. And, that's just kind of a day where you literally have no obligations except for to enjoy each other. If that's what she means, I would say swipe right.
Well, here's my problem with that. That's too much boyfriend energy for me. And I'm not spending whole days with women that I just meet or women that are looking for something casual. They're
Sure.
lucky to get an hour or two of my time tops. If
Well, see,
I
I read that
did
as an
really-
ultimate
now,
goal.
if I did really like this woman and she's trying to plan something special and she wants to book a room, I'm still bringing my laptop. And in between smashing her out and her ordering food, I'm going to be on my laptop editing clips of me and Johnny Dumbbell. Shout out to Johnny Dumbbell, by the way. I want everybody watching to go subscribe to his channel. He's got 2 of them. He's got one about fitness and help you young men out here. So make sure you subscribe to Johnny's channel. And that's what I'm going to do, Johnny. I'm editing clips. I'm putting stuff up on YouTube. I'm working on a new intro for us. I'm working on a new outro. I'm learning OBS. I have so much that I want to do that takes priority over what this woman wants. That's
But
just
here's
not
the thing.
work for me.
And here's the thing, young men, I want you to think about everything that Uncle Bill just said here. And everything that Uncle Bill just said is geared towards progress, is geared towards goal orientation, is geared towards having a means to an end. The causality of what you're doing now is going to be the result that you will have then. That is called working on yourself. That is called focusing on your present and your future. And here's the thing, guys. When you do that, the next thing you know, they message you. They come to you. People you would, girls you wouldn't have thought of. Things like that. You have decided at that point that you are your priority because you love and respect yourself. And if you love and respect yourself, they can sense that. They can smell that, like I always say, like a fart in the car. Only they'll be attracted to it. So.
Okay. Well, she can have all the lazy Sundays she wants. You know what? Here's the thing, though. I influence women so much. I would have this woman at the gym with me. I'm telling you, she'd be eating the same kind of healthy stuff that I do. So we'd probably get rid of that lazy Sunday thing.
Well, maybe, but what if you go to the gym, you do your thing, and then you go home and be lazy? You've already done your thing. See, that's the best part about going to the gym. And guys, like I tell you, do the Johnny Dumbbell Get Off Your Ass Challenge, because if you can get to the gym 3 times a week for 4 weeks, and after those 4 weeks, you can get there for 4 times a week for 4 more weeks. The fact of the matter is, when you go home and flop down in that chair, you will feel so much better than you would have felt if all you did was get off work, sit through traffic, swear at red lights, finally get home, flop down in a chair, pop on the TV, and cook yourself a canned dinner because you're just too tired to cook 1 ingredient foods, which, by the way, doesn't take that much longer. Answer that question every day, fellas. Which one would you rather do?
Okay, Johnny, it says here, I'm known for being authentic and straightforward.
Bless that bitch.
I wouldn't have her any other way, sir.
I wouldn't tell anybody if I wasn't that, though. I mean, that's...
Oh, it says the quickest way to my heart is consistency and transparency. Well, first of all, this is cap, Johnny. We know that because women are never going to give guys the blueprint on how to pull them. It doesn't work like that. What they do, if anything, is try to throw you off the scent. However, I am so consistent and transparent that if she is being honest, this tall, dark, handsome, muscular, bearded, tattooed man of her dreams might just want to take her out.
Billy, I can't read our comment, man. What do we got?
Well, hold on a second. All right, I'm going to swipe on her, Johnny. I like her.
I mean, I think that's decent. Yeah,
that's one for tonight.
She presents a good enough case to have a conversation. Yeah.
All right, let me see what we got here. That way, Johnny just... The way Johnny just put on his glasses to read and took a tiny step back got me dead AF.
Oh, dude, listen, the struggle is real. See, here's the, man. So I was actually 30 years old before I ever even needed glasses. And yeah, like I was 30 years old before I ever needed glasses. But the optometrist that examined, did my eye exam, he goes, you probably needed glasses a little bit longer than that. And so, yeah, I mean, it sucks because, the older I get, the funny thing is I feel like I got to get closer when I'm not wearing them. But as soon as I put them on, I'm like, oh, there we go. So yeah, I don't get old, guys. Don't get old.
All right, hold on a second. Let me preview our next profile. All right. Johnny, how do we, you know what? Our next profile, we have Sarah. She's 37.
Put
You
my
see her,
glasses
Johnny?
on again, Danielle.
Hey, put the glass, and it's not Danielle. I think it's Danielle.
Danielle?
Yep. If I read
I
that
didn't
correct.
yell either. All right, what do we got?
Sarah, she's 37.
37 and filtered. Okay.
Hey, you know, I do well with women in their mid 30s, John.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
honestly, there's that's actually a pretty good age, I think.
There's no bio.
Oh, boo.
Yeah. Well, I do like that it says she drinks socially and she's 4'11.
Yeah. There is something about the petite ones, yeah.
But here's the thing, though. It doesn't matter what about this profile I like. Nephews, we talk about this all the time, especially when you're dating. You need to have standards for your life. And one of the standards I have, especially when I'm dating online, is I'm not swiping on a profile based on a few pictures that a woman added from her camera roll. My time is way too valuable. If I'm going to set up a date and go have a drink with her, there's got to be some kind of pull there for me. I need to know something more about her. And there is nothing in here that makes me want to spend any time with her at all. So, and I know a lot of you guys be like, oh, she's attractive. Let's go ahead and swipe on it. But here's the thing, though. Just because she looks good, that doesn't mean I'm going to have a good time with her. She could be rude.
Yeah,
she could be ignorant. She could be disrespectful. She could be ungrateful. She could not be worth my time. So
now, fellas, especially if you're 25 years old or younger, the 18 to 25, I will say, because, you know, YouTube. One of the things you got to remember is it's very important to make sure you find a girl who knows how to touch your brain. Because when I was 25 years old, all I needed was a girl who knew how to touch my leg. All right. And so the thing of it is that she can touch your arm. She could touch your leg. She could touch your face. She could touch your heart. And the point of the matter is no matter where she can touch you, if she can't get through to here, if she can't touch your brain, if she can't make your mind think of her, if she can't, you know, for the right reasons, by the way, if you're not getting on her mind, you're going to know, or at least you should know. But believe me, no matter how clueless you are, if you are on her mind, you're going to find that out. She won't let you know.
Johnny, I won't pass on Sarah here. Maybe she filled the profile out. We run it back. All right, give me a second. Let me preview our next profile.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing. It's one thing to not put enough energy into a situationship, relationship, whatever it might be. But if you're telling people that you are looking so hard to find somebody that you've taken out, you know, an online ad, then why not put information? This girl's not even putting enough effort into finding someone. How much effort do you think she's going to put into you? And that's why the swipe left. Yep.
Hey, so I was correct about Danielle's name. It is Danielle. I didn't see an A there at all.
I just assumed there was.
You need the glasses, but it's all good.
I just got these. All the way from China. Only took 7 weeks.
All right, we can show the next one. So give me a second here. I'm going to put it up. All right, can you see Nicole, Johnny?
I will in a sec here. I do.
Says she's 46. Second here. Okay. About Nicole. I don't know what to say on these. I'm a loyal woman that is looking for someone that can be a best friend first. I've been single for 3 years and I don't need anyone to support me. I do that on my own. I would like someone that can complete what is missing in my life. Johnny, what do you think about that?
I think that's actually a very well thought out, well written paragraph. The problem is I'm not attracted to her.
Okay, but that's not Johnny. We do this for these men out here, men of all
Sure, sure, sure,
ages.
sure,
This
sure.
is what we're saying. There
But they
are
have to
men
balance.
even older than us that may look at her like, hey, well, you know what? Maybe
All
she
right,
can
fair
cook a
enough.
steak.
Fair enough.
Okay. So we're still gonna vet her, whether I swipe on her or not, whether you're attracted to her. This is more about the profile. It's not really so much about their looks. And I keep saying that looks don't matter. Yes, you have to be physically attracted to somebody, but just because you're physically attracted, that doesn't mean you're compatible. So she's saying that she's a loyal woman that is looking for someone that could be a best friend first. That's a little bit of a red flag for me. I'm not
Yeah,
trying to be a woman's best friend. Well, first of
because
all,
what
I'm my
she's
own best friend. I already have a best friend. And then I have a second best friend. I do a podcast with him. Shout out to Johnny Dumbbell. And then, I have about 5 other best friends. So it's hard for me to be best friends with a woman because it's hard for me to find women that I am that compatible with. And I have had that before.
yeah.
And I have to tell you, the hardest thing about that is when that relationship ends, it's like you've lost your best friend too. So,
Yeah.
gentlemen, I'm telling you, nephews, I don't recommend doing that. Your girlfriend should be your girlfriend, but she has to earn the next level, which would be your wife, right?
Yeah, I
So,
mean, it really sounds to me like what she's doing is preemptively saying, "Hey, I'm going to try to be attracted to you, and you're going to try to get me. But if that doesn't work out, I'll make sure that you're in my friend zone and you're in that side pocket, so that if I ever get bored, I can text you and see if you take me to get something to eat, or when I just went through a bad breakup. Whatever.
well,
I mean,
I don't,
so I mean
yeah,
that very well could be, because here's the thing: if you're not the starter, you're a backup,
okay.
and I think that's kind of where she's trying to say, like, look, if I acquire you, you're either going to be my boyfriend or I'm going to put you in that best friend category, which, as we all know, is called.
What the? I don't know, Johnny. I'm not friends
It's
with the
called the
first.
it's called the friend zone, where, by the way, she doesn't put you, you put you.
I'm
When
messing
you
with.
see things like this,
Bro.
you jump right in and say, "Oh, well, I'll be your friend. I'll look at this and that." And so, if you're going into the situation as a friend, you shouldn't be surprised if she treats you like a friend.
Well, and to that end, the way that women treat their friends, that's not how I want a woman to treat me.
Oh man.
But okay, look, I do see some things in here I like. I see some honesty in between the lines. I don't know what to say on these anymore. Like she ever knew what to say on it. But I'm seeing honesty there. She doesn't know what to write.
I mean, respect.
Um, she's saying that she's loyal, but to be honest, Johnny, that's for me to ascertain. I'm the one that
Yeah.
determines if she's a loyal woman or not. Best friend first.
That's where I have an issue. Yeah.
Yes, me too, because it seems like a partnership. Like she's looking for a partner. And look, nephews, I need you to understand something. And please don't take this the wrong way. We can't be partners with women because we're not equal. I'm not saying men are better. Okay. And that's not what I want you to take away from this. What I am saying is, all things considered, we're not equal. So, how can we be partners? Break that down for me in the comments. Somebody let me know. Call me out for capping. Educate me on my ignorance. Put me on the game, please.
And don't forget, here's the thing. We know this because, look, when my wife went to leave me, she said, "But I still want to be good friends with you." I was like, "Nope." And I'll tell you why. She goes, "Well, I feel like if you're mature enough, you can handle a friendship." Now, don't forget, guys, maturity is one of the first things she's going to attack if you're not doing what she wants you to do. So when I said, "No, it's not a matter of maturity," you know what I've noticed? At work, at home, in the neighborhood, whatever it happens to be, I've noticed that girls really can't stand being friends with girls. Why the hell would I want to do it?
Okay, Johnny, more honesty. More honesty here. She's been single for 3 years.
That
So,
means she's been hooking up with random guys for 3
so
years.
hey, we know that she's okay. Women smash. Okay, it's cool. We do too. It's not a
All
big
right.
deal.
Hey, nothing wrong with it. Yeah.
Okay, but okay, she doesn't need anybody to support me. I do that on my own. Shout out to her for that. That's called being a responsible adult, and that is the bare minimum to get my attention.
Yeah, that's not something you should get an award or a trophy for. Just so you know.
I
But
would
that
like,
is like Bill said, that's the bare minimum. That's called survival.
right.
Congratulations.
I would like someone that can complete what is missing in my life. More honesty. So I want to give her some points. I like that she's being open and honest and upfront about what she's looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, a perfect first date for her is something simple with a dinner, Johnny.
That is not simple. You beat me to it again. Folks, we have been having way too much fun with these sound effects, and we love them, and I don't care.
Hey, bruh. But look, she saves herself here. She says, or going to a park for a walk to get to know each other.
Does she save herself or does she backpedal? Because here's the thing. That's actually, hold on. Isn't that separate from the bio she wrote? So here's the thing I wonder. If she wrote the paragraph of her bio, and that's separate from this, did she maybe do it on different days? Does she feel differently on, different days? Because it just seems like, I mean, not that they don't match, but they definitely seem like two different takes on different things.
All right. Next one, Johnny. Win me over by learning who I am and just doing simple things. You want to tell them or you want me to?
I've been saying it so much this week to my clients. I can't. I don't have the energy anymore. I can't actually form the words. I pulled a muscle in my jaw.
Okay, so let me make this algorithm friendly.
Please. We need viewers. By the way, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Shout out to Johnny Dumbbell. Okay, it says
we did say we had to do that more.
Okay, win me over by. You can forget everything she wrote there, gentlemen. You can win her over by being your genuine, authentic self. That'll get him every single time. Now,
and that means not too eager to be with her. It means being eager enough to be you.
Johnny, you're beating me to the point. Okay.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
So when she says learning who I am, you guys get too eager to learn who this woman is and everything about her. So you end up making her feel interviewed. When you're on a date with her, you're asking her all kinds of questions. When what you should be doing is telling her about you, letting her get to know that man that could change her life. And through doing that, just talking to her about yourself, being your genuine, authentic self, through the course of the conversation, she's going to share details about her too. But
remember,
you're not questioning her. It's not an interview. This is things that she is freely sharing with you that it's your responsibility to remember, because if you're any good at planning dates, you're going to use some of these little tidbits of information if you want to go out on a second date, that is. Some of these
not
things.
To mention,
what's that, Johnny?
Not to mention that if you're thinking about dating her on a committed basis, you need to put, I would say, get a sheet of paper. Wait, they don't do that anymore. Okay, so make 2 columns. And on one side, I want you to put things that she would say to make you like her. And on the other side, things that you might want to watch that she might do later on in the relationship, because there is going to be a disparity between how she's going to act when she's trying to get you to give her that commitment and how she's going to act once she's been with you for a year, 2 years, 3 years. Now, do I expect you to figure that out by reading her profile? Of course not. But what I do expect you to do is make sure that you are reading that body language, not just when you go out with for the first, second, third time, but I want you to be reading that body language 6 months, 6 years, whatever it is, however far into the relationship. That is going to tell you how she's going to treat you.
Okay, let's see what else we got here. My favorite way to do nothing is anything with my son, grab a good book, or watch something stupid on TV. I ain't even hitting a sound for this one, Johnny. Because that's say whatever she wants to do, right? And I just went into how I don't have time to do nothing. So I don't need to rehash that. Okay. I'm going to pass on this one. She's just not the right one for me. But if some of you want to get at her, go right ahead. You can check out our next profile.
Bill, I think Danielle's got a little something for us here.
Let me see here. The other day at work, I almost started WW3 because I said men and women are not equal. Yeah. We are different for a reason, for necessary reason. Unfortunately, feminism has made women feel and believe that we are. It's okay that we aren't equal. We were created that way. We need to be different. We need to be on different playing fields in order to have healthy / successful relationships. It's just who we are, and that's absolutely okay.
Bless that bitch.
I agree.
Great comment. All right, Johnny, let me check out our next profile.
I feel like the healthiest relationships that I've been privy to witnessing are the ones where there is a role for each individual within that relationship. And that is not to degrade, that is not to promote, that is not to do anything other than, look, you're looking for a partner who does XYZ. I'm looking for a partner who does ABC. And if we're both doing those things, hey, we jive. Let's go.
Hold on, Johnny. Okay, I got another one, Johnny. You know, we almost had TK tonight, and shout out to TK.
Yeah.
Hopefully TK can make it back on the show sometime soon. That's the homie.
Dude, I hope so, man. That'd be great.
Let's see what we got here. We got Lori. Man. She's 46. I'm not here for games, one-night stands, or friends with benefits. I like to relax and hang out with friends. Looking for someone honest and easygoing. I just started kayaking recently.
Hey, man. I'm in a river town. I get it.
Look, I love women who are active, go to the gym, exercise, do stuff like that. But I went on a kayaking date last summer, Johnny. And I got to tell you, I will never go on another one again.
Listen, I told you.
So much work on your core to go kayaking, first of all. Second of all,
you hold with the hand, you pull with the elbows.
Man, it is such a workout. And I don't mind going and working out with women. I like that even, you know? But, oh, man, it was hard to enjoy myself on the date because it was – and the woman was a natural at it, man. She just like left me in the dust. It was like, sure. I'm like, her. So anyways, I didn't enjoy it. It's not something I would do again.
By the way, rowers, we got a lot of you in Pittsburgh. If you're looking to get better at that, we all know that you're going to want to go to the gym and do the weights when it comes to the seated rows. But remember, you need your pullovers and you need your pull-ups too. So if you're a rower, if you're on the crew, don't forget that.
I was doing some pull-ups today, Johnny.
Nice. Actually, I did too.
I like to do pull-ups and dips like 2 days a week.
Dips have been rough for me with the shoulder injury, but I've actually been able to get back to them about 3 weeks ago, but I haven't been able to put the kettlebell around my waist again yet. So give me a little bit.
Maybe a little bit. What else we got for Lori? After work, you can find me relaxing at home. Picture with her dog. I'm happiest when I'm around good people. Picture with a cat. And that's all we got. some pool noodles in the car. All right.
All I can gather from this is I feel like the dog's like the nice pet and the cat's kind of a jerk.
Okay, well, what I see is a single woman who has pets to take care of because she's into pets. Um, Look, I gotta tell you, Johnny, a lot of guys, they're not very smooth. And we see this, and look, and here's how I know, because women have to put in their profiles that they're not looking for one night stands, hookups, or friends with benefits. That means the majority of you are thirsty and just trying to smash because you guys aren't valuing yourself enough, or you wouldn't be giving it up for free that quick.
Well, and don't forget that these ladies wouldn't be putting it in their profile if they hadn't had quite a few guys already do that to them. So you've also got to kind of remember how much baggage there might be, should you get involved. Now, remember, that's going to be, you're going to be able to do that not only by talking to her, but most importantly, the body language. But that's going to be an advanced class. It's going to be if you get past the messaging phase.
All right, so I'm passing on this one. There's not enough in here to make me want to go have a drink with her. I mean, maybe if I met her at the bar, we'd talk about her dog or her cat or something. Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, like I want to pet the dog, but I don't really want to talk about him.
All right, let me check out our next profile. Bro, I need to get an on-screen counter. I'm telling you. All right, let's check this out. We got Leah, 44. No hookups or liars. She misspelled liars, by the way. No hookups or liars need apply. Not looking to have more kids, but okay if they come as part of the package. Single mom, looking for love, to spread my wings and explore possibilities, from spending everyday activities to new experiences and hopefully some travel. 3 kids, homeowner, 1 dog. Almost never works out.
Even on Reddit, they admit that it's a throwaway account.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, okay, so go back. What did she say there?
No hookups or liars need apply.
Yo, everybody says that. Next one.
Not looking to have more kids, but okay if they come as part of the package.
Okay, so that's the number 2 most uttered phrase on here. We're actually going right in order. What's the next one?
Single mom.
That's actually, well, all right, maybe that is number 1, but it's pretty common is the point.
Looking for love.
You don't say. And is there one more?
All right, there's a couple on here.
Yeah,
to spread my wings and explore possibilities.
That's probably the most unique statement out of all of that, and I don't even feel like it's that unique. This sounds kind of like, I mean, hopefully she put all those things in there because she did her research and thought maybe those are the things you need to say to attract attention, and maybe she just kind of went way too cliche. And giving her the benefit of the doubt, that's kind of what I want to believe, but I'm going to go ahead and still say, go left.
Yeah. It says warehouse administrator, but if I'm looking at the background of her picture, it looks like she works in a prison or something, bro. In a control room.
Yeah, don't we all?
All right. I'm known for my baking treats.
Bless that bitch.
All right. Now, wait. No, you got my attention. What kind of baking treats are we talking? Are we talking like cupcakes or are we talking like pizza? I need specific. Listen, I live in Pittsburgh. You know I'm from Youngstown. When I hear something being baked, I'm like, huh? Because I think pizza.
I'm a real nerd about a lot of things. I wish you would have elaborated there.
Well, you know what, though? That is a good topic for the first conversation in person. Maybe, and now listen, I'm not saying, but maybe she's kind of leaving that line out there where if you're really interested, you're going to bring that up, and that's how she can tell whether or not to talk to you. Young men, that is a possibility. I wouldn't say it's a big one, but it's a possibility.
Okay, well, it says my quickest way to my heart is my love languages, words of
Oh
affirmation, physical touch,
God.
and quality time. Okay.
Look, there is one love language, and it's called compatibility. You either speak it together or you speak it separately with other people.
Now, to me, these are things that she may require to feel secure in the relationship. Okay. Words of affirmation, Johnny. Sometimes women, let me just shut up. I'm trying to be algorithm friendly.
Wait a minute. So what you're saying is that her love language is not being treated like crap? All right.
Hey, sometimes, Johnny, when they're being a good girl, you need to tell them what a good girl they're being. Okay. I
I
get
don't
it.
disagree. They get the good spanking. Yes, you're correct.
Okay.
But
Uh, physical touch. I mean, if I like a woman, she likes me, I not gonna be able to keep her off of me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be all over her. And quality time, I like that too because I don't have a lot of quantity time. I have quality time. A little bit of time that I do have means something. All right. Johnny, I'm just not there.
yeah, I mean,
If there was more, I might give her a shot. I might go have a drink with her if I knew what she was like a nerd about, if it was something that like some of the books that I've read or something. But
yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a bad bio overall. I don't. I think she used a lot of cliche phrases, but at the same time, they're cliche phrases because they're the things a lot of people want. So it is a pretty run of the mill profile. And while I think it's nice that she took the time to write it, I think that she's looking for something a little less exciting than Uncle Bill.
yeah, I'll turn up a little too much. We're gonna have to pass on her. All right, let me see what we have here. All right, so this is a pretty typical profile, Johnny. We see this for a lot of women in their 30s. You see Kelly. Okay, Kelly's 37. And what I noticed right away is the lack of a bio.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I mean, there's a there's a certain lack of substance when all you put is the style over the substance.
Last note on my phone, the last note I wrote on my phone says, I actually don't have any. Is that not normal? Hey, you know what? I don't have any notes on my phone either. So,
Bless that bitch.
and then there's some pictures with her and her friends, and that's it. So, again, what we talk about, there's not enough in this profile for me to swipe on. I can't tell if I'm compatible or not with her. And I don't want to go waste my time based on her looks. All right, Johnny. Well, we only got one tonight. Is that what we're saying here?
I'm sorry, I just had to answer my door because I just got this random knock, and this person I've never seen before honestly asked me through the window if I had a lighter. Tales from the Hood, guys. I'm telling you, I'm right here on the west end of Pittsburgh, where there's never a dull moment, no matter how late at night it is. I love it.
Shout out to the Berg.
Good God.
Let's see what else we're working with.
I've never had anybody knock on my door and ask for a lighter.
All right. Johnny, we got Shannon. She's 38. And she's a nurse.
Bless that bitch.
Johnny,
Oh,
you know how
boy.
I feel about nurses.
Yeah, I mean, they're a lot of fun.
Yes, they are. All right, Shannon, 38. From gliding on the waddle paddleboarding to diving in the sand at volleyball, I love to be as active as my body will allow me to be, but I can easily be caught relaxing at sunset or in a hammock. I love Jesus. I'm looking to go on dates with men who are pursuing marriage as their end to swiping.
Bless that bitch.
You know, Johnny, if I liked her, I'd go to church with her.
I mean, yeah, I think she's being pretty straightforward here. I think that while I think a lot of these profiles belong on Christian Mingle, I do think that it's nice when they can actually come straight out and say, look, this is what I'm into. This is what I like. This is what I do. This is, how to get to me.
Well, to be
It's
honest,
it makes the decision. The more they tell you, the easier the decision is to go left or right.
well, if I'm going to decide if I like this woman or not, or want her in my life or not, I'm going to need to go to her church and see these other people that are in her life and, decide if that's something that I'm okay with.
Yeah, it's important to understand,
I would
number
absolutely
one,
go
who
to
the
church with
closest
her.
people to her are. Yeah, it's important to understand who the closest people to her are, and number two, why they're the people closest to her. That can tell you a lot about her, just those two things together. But you can, discover much, much more depending on how observant you can be. But guys, remember, don't just keep your ears open, keep your eyes open. Actions speak louder than words.
This is a pro and con of dating me. I have both golden retriever energy to go and experience new things outdoors, as well as passing out like a puppy. Okay. The world would be a better place with more honest conversation and faith-filled humans looking to love one another.
Bless that bitch.
Hey, it's all love
That's
here.
fair. Yeah, it sounds like she has a pretty precise vision of the kind of guy she's looking for. Yeah.
Fucking paddleboarding. That's okay. I don't have to
Dude,
go paddleboarding with her.
When I bike across the bridges here in Pittsburgh, there are so many people doing that right underneath that bridge.
Okay,
Big thing now.
quickest my heart is usually through food and consistent communication. Johnny, I'm swiping on her.
Yeah.
I'll go to church.
I mean, there's enough interesting stuff in there. Yeah.
All right, let me check out my next one. That's 2. Johnny, we got 2.
All right, there we go.
Hey, so for those of you who don't know, Johnny is very goal oriented, like the Johnny Dumbbell get off your ass challenge. Johnny sets goals for me too. He wants me to find 3 profiles to swipe on at night. And also, don't be surprised if Johnny hands out homework to the whole class. Just do it. Make him happy, please. Thank you.
Come on,
Appreciate
guys.
it.
A course circuit, 4.5 minutes every other day. You can do it.
Hey, Uncle Johnny wouldn't be telling you to do it if it wasn't going to benefit you. I promise you that.
I wouldn't shit you. You're all my favorite turds.
Hey, we do love you, nephews. All right. Oh, man, there's a kid in this one.
Ah.
Well, we can do half of the profile. Or let me just find another one.
By the way, while Uncle Bill does that, I am sipping on some Four Roses bourbon whiskey because I'm drinking. And I mean, they're not paying me for it yet.
Okay. I think I got one here. Okay, Johnny, for the 3rd time tonight, let's read about not looking for hookups or friends with benefits. Okay. Shariana, 28. Can you see Shariana?
I can.
Okay.
28. All right.
Shariana, 28. Well, I'm interested in getting to know you and see where this could lead. Not interested in hookups or friends with benefits.
They all say that.
Here's the thing. She's
Not the
interested
cap.
in getting to know you and see where it could lead. Where do you think it could lead? Maybe in a hookup.
A game
Maybe
of
if you're
checkers,
good
of
at the
course.
hookup, maybe if you're good at the hookup, it'll lead to being friends with benefits. Maybe if she's good at being friends with benefits, it could lead to her being your girlfriend. But let's take it in
If
small
you
steps.
choose her, remember, you choose her. And by the way, guys, when you ask a girl for her commitment, remember that what you are essentially saying is, yep, everything you're doing and every habit that you have is perfectly fine for me to take you on as my partner, and you don't need to change a thing. That's basically what you're saying.
A pro and con of dating me. I'm slightly annoying, but I can make you laugh and I might touch your butt.
Bless that bitch.
Hey, she starts playing grab ass with me. You know what? Let me just stop.
Just don't touch my feet. I got to think about that. Leave it alone.
After work, you can find me enjoying a glass of wine or whiskey
Bless that bitch.
and watching
Hey.
Netflix. Hey, Johnny, so far, I got to tell you, I like this profile. All right. I get way too excited about the little things in life, like sweet text messages, food, music, and meeting new people.
I mean, I get excited when C4 comes out with a new flavor for their energy drink, so I get it.
Okay, here's my hang up. I told myself I was going to stop dating women in their 20s because they crash out too much.
Yeah.
Like over little
They
stuff.
were definitely not raised like we were.
But I have had women in their 20s remind me that it's unfair of me to exclude them based on their age when they're willing to follow my program and do whatever it is I require.
Yeah, as long as you know that they're willing to do that, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
So that being said, I'm going to swipe on Shariana here. That's number 3 for us, big dog.
There it is. All right. So hopefully out of those 3, somewhere, somehow, we'll get a little bit of a
that hawk too and spit on that thing.
with any luck.
All right, you want to do one more, Johnny?
You think we could get 4?
We might.
All right, let's see what you got.
Let me see here. All right. Look, this is a profile we could review, but I don't know if we'll get 4 on it. Let me just pass on that one. Let me see if I can find a profile I do.
They got to be appropriate, guys.
Okay, this one's, I don't know. This one's kind of basic. And I'm not calling CJ here a basic ass. Let me just shut up, algorithm. CJ, 35.
You can say ass, though.
Can I? Because I tend to say like 3 or 4 words back together, and then like TikTok will take my sound away because of it.
Dude, it depends on what words they decided were derogatory this week.
Okay. Well, about CJ, there's no bio, but she is looking for something casual.
All right.
So how old is she again? Let me see. It's 35. Okay. Women in their mid-30s. Instead of drinks, let's get lost in a corn maze while drinking pumpkin iced coffee. All right, let me think about that for a second. I wouldn't have iced coffee. I would have something else. Something without all the sugar. Walking around in a corn maze, though, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. No, the corn maze is a good one.
Now,
It
I
promotes
like to know.
communication and
You know
it
where,
promotes
hey, Josh,
conversation. Sure.
you want to know where I have a lot of success at? I've been to haunted house dates, and man, I do so well at the haunted house dates. I don't know what it is. If it's
I'll tell
just
you
like
why. I'll tell you
it
why. Because when she is afraid, what does she do?
grabs onto me.
But if she didn't grab onto you and she was afraid, what would that tell you?
She's not that into me.
Young men, write that down.
Get your friends out. All right, my personal hell is talking. Someone talking to me with terrible breath.
Yeah.
A little bit of cleavage, which I don't really like.
Yeah, but it's
Okay,
it's
see,
pretty obvious.
I see potential, but I always tend to look for the best in people.
I like that she's attractive and she made an effort. That's at least
Johnny,
2 out of 3, possibly 3.
I'm swiping on her.
Yeah. We got 4, baby.
We got 4, and we're gonna do
Bless that bitch.
one more profile tonight, bro. Since Andrea's on my screen, let's run this one down too before we wrap it up tonight, sir. We got Andrea, 33. Oh, looky here, Johnny.
Bruh.
We got a bio. Okay.
All right.
I like to stay busy,
Bless that bitch.
active, and explore. Love games, yoga,
Bless that bitch.
wine, craft beer, foam rolling, eating vegan foods, pets, biking, rollerblading, stretching. I really just love making good memories. Drinks frequently. Johnny, I like her already, bro. I'm telling you.
Does that mean we got 5?
Bro, I think we do. Oh man, after work you can find me at happy hour or upside down in my yoga hammock.
Bless that bitch.
Oh my god, I don't even know what a yoga hammock is, girl. You're gonna have to put me on. I can't wait to help stretch you out with it.
Here we go.
Oh, bro, between the yoga and the drinks, I'm in.
Bless
Yeah,
that bitch.
absolutely. So we got 5.
Johnny,
We never
got
get 5.
We got 5, and this one's talking about going to the gym. Okay, about Mariana. Hi, everyone. Big fan of anything outdoors. Huge sports fan. Like to golf every chance I get. Love a good happy hour. Looking for my partner in crime. If he comes with a Harley, even better.
Bless that bitch.
I like women who know what they want. And, well, I might not be a Harley rider. She knows what she likes. What makes a relationship great is communication. Win me over by having a great sense of humor.
Bruh.
Johnny, you want to speak on that?
Yeah, see, here's the thing. When you have a great sense of humor, you can make a woman laugh. And you can make her laugh on command. Here's the thing about laughter. Laughter is a thing that you can't control. If you don't believe me, think back to when you were a kid and you had siblings and your parents were yelling at one of you, but not all of you. And the ones they weren't yelling at were in the background going, and you can see them doing it and you better not laugh. You know why? Because you can't control your laughter. And you're worried about being able to stifle it, hold it in, because laughter is a non-controllable reaction. Now, take that outside the family thing, outside the family setting. You can make a woman who has only known you for a half an hour have an uncontrollable reaction such as laughter. Why does that attract her to you? I'll tell you why. Because if you can elicit a non-controllable reaction from her, such as laughter, what other uncontrollable reaction is she going to imagine that you can elicit from her given the opportunity? But you better get that opportunity. You better close that deal and If you're not quite sure how to do that, this is why we need you to ask us questions in the comments, send us a DM, shoot us an email, whatever it happens to be. We can help you. You got to
All right, now,
capitalize on those situations.
Now, if you allow me to clarify something, okay, while Johnny is right, here's something you need to consider. This only works if she's already attracted to you. Okay.
Correct.
If she's not into you, telling jokes, being funny, making her laugh is not going to make her sexually attracted to you. It's not going to turn her on, bro. But if she is already turned on by you and you are funny, the world is yours, brother.
Yeah, and if you're not sure how to read that body language, like I said, message one of us. We can actually set up a consultation. I would be glad to video call you. We can actually discuss what that body language might mean and, what certain motions could, signify, even in the initial conversation process.
Okay, it says after work, you can find me at the gym.
Bless that bitch.
Okay, she's an after work. She's an after work lifter. Okay.
I went after work today.
Yeah.
All right. She lives in PA, Pittsburgh, PA. She's from Pittsburgh, PA. If I match with her, I'll probably go to Pittsburgh, which means I'll be doing something with Johnny too. So I'm swiping on this one, bro.
I got bad news for her, though. I'm sorry. I'm happily divorced.
And we got a stay-at-home mom up next. Oh, you know what though? I don't even want to. I'm not risking it, bro. I'm not going to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what kind of pictures we're gonna see.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I'll preview it.
So here's the thing I want you guys to put together. She's a stay-at-home mom, but she has no man, so she's looking for a man. So wait a minute. You're a stay-at-home mom, which usually means that your man goes out and earns the money, does the working, and does all that stuff. But no, you're on a dating site, which means you don't have a man. And yet somehow you're still a stay-at-home mom. Now, nothing against that particular situation in life, but what exactly are you looking for? Because now I got to question your motives. I got to question, are you out there looking for a guy who can support you, or are you out there looking for a guy that you can be in love with because the economical part of your life is taken care of? Because it could be either one of those sides or any point in between. But as a man seeing that profile, I think you need to weigh the possibilities. If you feel the need to have a conversation with her, I say, hey, go ahead. But pay attention to what's said. And if you meet her in person, pay attention to what's done.
Well said, Johnny. All right. Hey, Johnny, we have more matches tonight than I've had in like 2 or 3 weeks put together. So we had some solid.
I think it's our record.
Hey, shout out to the ladies. 6 wipes.
Bruh.
Hey, they're getting it.
Matches from them.
They're figuring it out.
So
You've got the conqueror's attention.
We're going to be back Monday night. We'll ask your favorite uncles, right?
We are. And I've actually, yep. So, guys, I've only got one question so far, and I usually try to do 3 or 4. So if you have any questions about dating, relationships, how to handle being ghosted, or trying to ask a girl out for the first time, how to get the digits, how to even feel confident, how to go into a setting where you're supposed to, whatever it happens to be. If you have a question on how to be more successful in the dating world or the fitness world, please shoot us a message, leave us something in the comments, get a hold of us one way or the other. I promise we will get back to you.
Okay, well, you know what? That's going to wrap it up for us tonight. I want to thank everybody for watching. We appreciate your support. I actually really appreciate your support. I love y'all for it. If you've ever liked our videos, shared our videos, watched our videos, commented, or subscribed to our channels, I mean that. I love you for that. And we'll be back Monday night.
That's right, young men. Remember, as always, if you drink, don't drive. And if you drive, don't park, because accidents cause people. Good night.